Breaking Jaguar duo with another point 0.5 episode. I just wanted to give you all an update and then hopefully do something with these godforsaken villagers that are just kind of all around. Something happened with this thing where like the farmer villager got inside the breeding hole, so need to fix that. There's a lot of villagers stacked up right there just because of how much AFK fishing I've been doing. Some villagers somehow got out and are now having love hearts, and I'm confused about that. I don't know what's happening. Lots of random stuff happened while I was AFKing. Lots of stuff broke. But anyway, we are here right now to the outline of the building that I want to create. Look at this. It's going to be such a cool looking building one day. Hopefully soon. But this is what I want to do. I hopefully will make a lot of headway in building a villager trading hall today in this episode. This trading hall is going to be from a design by Logical Geek Boy. He has an amazing video. Go check it out. It's a 1.14 design, so cross my fingers that it works in 1.15. I don't think there's any villager mechanic changes, so it should work, question mark. Hopefully we'll see. But so far, I made this design. And we'll be putting one row of villagers right here, hopefully like a small little storage system, or maybe just more villagers back here. And then another row of villagers on this side, all in their own individual cells and individual little like holding thingamabobbers. Or maybe what I could do is have like the selection thing back here. So we'll cart the villagers from over there and then bring them all the way back here to do the selection thing, and then one row and then like another row. Yeah, let's do that. I like that. I like this idea. We're making progress. Fun times. But basically what I want to do is get rid of this ugly villager hut that still has a bunch of villagers inside of it. Get rid of this thing, move the AFK fishing farm to somewhere not in the middle of everything, clean up all of these villagers, make this kind of a little bit prettier, have a transportation from here to over there to allow the villagers to transport them, and then make all of those, you know, like holding cells for the villagers. So, lots of stuff to do today. Lots and lots of things. I did, off camera, a bunch of resource collecting. So we have a bunch of resources. This is just all cobblestone. So should have plenty of resources to put this all together. I like to do the resource collecting just off camera, so then you don't have to watch random resource collecting happening. So lots and lots of stuff, but I think we are ready to get going, and I will check in with you all once I have a few of those holding cells built. Bye. Welcome back, everyone. Breaking here, and we've made a little bit of progress. I did some redstone, aka I moved, or I placed 3 pieces of redstone all under there, just to make our little, like, I guess, chamber that we stand in to do all the selections. So none of this stuff is hooked up yet, but there's going to be, I think right over here is going to be where we house all of our villagers that have been breeded and like carted from way over there, and then we'll bring them along the side of the building probably, and bring them in right here. And then we'll just click this button for a new villager, click this button to send the villager to the trading hall. We have a chest right here that will fill with all of the different workstations that we want to be using. Probably right there is going to be where an anvil is going to go, and then the track is going to be right here, and then it'll cart the villagers away to their different workstations. So just wanted to update you that we have some working redstone, aka a pressure plate, and a sticky piston, and some dots of redstone in between. But here's the general design, similar color theme to what we're using over in the main house. Wanted to kind of like stick with those colors because we are still in a savanna biome, so love the just natural look of the savanna logs, and then the cyan glass with them, as well as the orange floor. So love this look, but I will be checking in with you soon once I have made a little bit more progress. Bye! I don't like this. Somehow there was a way and a raid started, and I'm afraid because raids scare me because, you know, I can't kill people. But I've been doing this for the last like 10 minutes trying to save my villagers, but these raiders keep coming. There's a witch up there. There's a Ravager way up there. Or whatever they're called. I don't know what these things are called. I'm just gonna try and hit him with my arrows. Nope. Come on. Come on, arrows. You can do it. Maybe I should fly up there. Ooh. Okay, let's go. Do you think I can kill it from here? Huzzah! Huzzah! Die. Please let the raid be over. Do these things take fall damage? I guess they do. Ooh, there's so many creepers. I need to kill those creepers. But where is the last raider? These are... Oh, I don't like these things. They're so buggy. Still. After, like, trying to be fixed so many times, and then I just totally looked at that Enderman. Ah! Ah! Fly! Oh my gosh. That Enderman is upset at me. Oh, Enderman, you're fine. You're fine. Just chill. I'm glad Enderman can't stand on transparent blocks. Ha ha. Die, Enderman. Come on, Steve. Just be chill. Steve, why are you being like this? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Get away, Steve. Oh my gosh. I am not a fan. I'm not a fan of any of this. I don't like it. Come here, creeper. I do want all of the gunpowder though, so I will kill the creepers. I'm not a fan of that witch. Fly! Ah! Jeez. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm flying back to our mainland. I'm over all of these things. All of them. Not a fan. But anyway, I made a little bit more progress and we'll check back in later. Goodbye! Hello everyone, Breaking here again. That was the wrong button. But whatever. Anyway, it is the next morning. I was recording super late last night and I was just like, I'm so tired, I need to go to sleep. So, it is the next morning and I kind of forgot where I left off for the last time that I recorded. I do remember that I put in this entire floor and added all of these little kind of like imperfections to give it a little bit of texture. I think it looks pretty alright. Maybe adding more detail with some like stairs or different like cobblestone slabs kind of just like break up the orange a little bit, but that's tomorrow's later job to worry about. And then I think I added in this railcart rail, so it's all connected to that button in there, and basically every single time that we're going to be standing in there assigning different tasks to the villagers on that pressure plate, we can press the button and then it'll bring a new villager in. The biggest thing that I'm kind of like contemplating, I guess, right now is how do we get our villagers from way over there in the villager breeder all the way to this holding cell. And I'm thinking maybe because we have a little bit of extra space, we have a few blocks on this side to do a little like channel of them all the way over here, or just completely transport them underneath the ground. I know there's a bunch of cave systems down there, which might be a little bit spooky, but it may be the best way, especially like design-wise, because we want to keep the outside of this thing fairly clean, is just to transport all of them completely underground, bring them up through a water elevator or a water chute, and then drop them into this holding cell to be brought in and selected. I hope that all made sense. I think for now though, I'm going to start making their individual worker station cells, because that's kind of like the biggest part and that's going to be the most resource intensive. So I'm going to make all of those all the way around this room, maybe do like a line of them in the middle if I'm feeling fancy. But beyond that, I will be checking in a hot second once all that stuff is done. Bye! What is up, everybody? So, we have our very first holding cell kind of made, you know? To kind of explain this a little bit, so, all of the villagers will be held in there. When we are standing right on this pressure plate, they will be transported via this minecart rail to right here. From here, we will switch out this block right here into whatever workstation we want them to be taking. So, workstation, 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 getting whatever trades we want them. From there, we click that button to send to the trading hall. That activates that rail, so that's what sends the villagers off and forward. They then go up this rail and then go along this rail right here. As you can see, I'm kind of like labeling out all of my different blocks. So any rail blocks or blocks that have rails on top of them, I'm going to be doing in birch because I think the birch really highlights the acacia orange, and these two colors just look good together, I think. So in front of this observer is going to be an activator rail. So if the slot is open, that rail will be powered from this redstone block. I just don't have the rail right there. And then any time an activator rail is powered, it ejects the person that's in the minecart to the right. So then this block will be removed from that piston right there. This slot will be open and they will go land down there. Right where this rail is, so like the villager will land on this trapdoor. Right where this minecart rail is going to be where their workstation is. So if I want the villager to be like a librarian, their workstation will be right here. And then along the back here, there's going to actually be a zombie. So anytime I want to lower the rates of the villager, I can just drop them down like this. The zombie will attack them, turn them into a zombie villager, then I can raise them up, heal them, and be like, yo, come back, you're no longer a zombie villager. And that causes them to lower their rates a bunch. So I hope that has explained this system setup a little bit. Again, all of this is by Logical Geek Boy. He has an amazing tutorial online, so go check it out if you want to build one yourself. But lots of redstone components, lots of kind of moving parts. And as you can see, I've laid out all of the, spooky sounds, all of the modules that I want to make. I think there's like 20 or so of them. So let's make them all. And as you can see, it's very resource intensive. So let's go. Be back later. So, made a ton of progress. All of these modules on this side are now completely done, ready for villagers to be put in. So these are all ready. I also added all of these redstone lamps. So the redstone lamp will turn off if a villager is in, but it will turn on if a villager is not in. I also dug a nice long tunnel all the way over there underneath this and transported all of our existing villagers right there. So all of the villagers are nice and cozy in that hole. I think there's a good solid like 10 of them there. But for the time being, the next thing that we have to do is actually fix our villager breeder. Somehow, there's a will, there's a way. Our farmer villager that was in the actual villager breeder itself somehow got out. So there's 3 villagers on that thing. Obviously 1, 2, 3. And we need to get them back in. So now that it's nighttime, this might be the perfect opportunity to do this. Okay, y'all. We have our villager breeder hopefully fixed. The 2 guys are back in there. I trapped one of the villagers over there in a boat and then brought them up in a minecart rail to the top and just opened up the ceiling and let them drop in. And he is right there. So hopefully Bill does his job, and then Bill and Barbara do some breeding so we can get some more babies over there. Because, you know, that'd be nice. I want to fill up this entire trading hall and then have always like a few extra villagers on hand for stuff. So hopefully it's like work hours right now, so like they won't breed right now, but hopefully during the evening time when it's like villager talking time again, they will have some love hearts and, you know, make a baby. But for now, I'm going to clean up all of this and oops, ouch. Get back to, I think, putting in the other side of the trading hall, and then maybe we can start sticking villagers into their little trading cells and seeing how that actually works. So, see you soon once this side is done. Welcome back, everyone. So as you can see, both sides of this trading hall are now done. This has been a lot of work. Lots and lots of blocks to place. Lots of resources that went into this. I also made like this little fancy bridge thing. This is like the extent of my building skills right here, so enjoy. I also took down this thing, the old villager hut, I guess, to kind of clear up some space and make everything look pretty again. I think it looks a lot more open and I love it. But anyway, I have been collecting some villager workstations and I'm like, okay, we need to start putting all of these villagers into their actual workstations. And I thought the best way to start was to get a few librarian villagers to ensure that we always have that mending and we always have silk touch. So the sky is going dark, which sucks, which means we can't actually assign villagers workstations quite yet because it needs to be during the daytime when that happens. So we will wait for a hot second and then we can go to sleep and then we can go start assigning villagers workstations. Anyway, to kind of walk through this, when assigning villagers workstations, stand on this nice little pressure plate right here and we click this button. It works! Look at it, there's a villager! And the villager has been a librarian. Which is weird, they shouldn't be able to do that. Unbreaking, nope, don't want unbreaking. He should lose his trade soon. Maybe I also need to make these full blocks and not half blocks. That's a possibility. We'll probably have to do that. Because I was like, ooh, glass planes will look better because of depth, but if he selected that block over there as his workstation already, then maybe not. Yeah, let's do that quickly. Don't know if it's fully fixed. Maybe fixed. Who actually knows? But I replaced that block, I replaced this block, and this guy is now in efficiency 4, which I'm going to keep because efficiency 4 is super good, and we can knock that 20 emeralds down to something much, much lower. I locked in his trade by buying a bookshelf, and now we're going to send him off, and hopefully this works. Yeet! Look at that! He is in his little cubby. Nice. This is so fun. I love this. This is great. So, let us get our second villager, and hopefully this one will be mending, and it won't be stupid like last time. Loyalty. Don't have tridents yet. Nothing. Aqua affinity. Nothing. This is literally what you have to do, and it's sometimes the longest process. And of course it is now the end of the day, so the villager will stop accepting trades. So friends, it has finally happened. It's the next Minecraft day. I've been cycling through trades consistently, and we finally have another mending villager. Woot! So we are going to lock his trades. If I don't have anything to lock his trades with. Oh no. Actually, just kidding, I do. I need more paper. See, I'm not a complete noob. So let us lock his trades. He is mending. There is a thing there for him in the next station already. And he gets to fall down. And now we have an official mending villager. Woot! So, I think for now, we're going to name some of these. Billiam, Billiam, Barbara, to make sure they don't despawn or anything like that. Not that they would. Whoops. I just named Billiam Barbara. That's not good. Anyway, we have mending, we have looting, and then we have efficiency 4. So we have 3 villagers all nice and cozy in their little kind of trading holes. And then we have enough space for like I think 30-ish more. I want to do like 5 or 6 more librarians to get Silk Touch, Unbreaking, Silk Touch, Unbreaking. What else do we need? Fortune, Feather Falling maybe. There's a Pillager back there, question mark. And maybe a few others. And then I want to get a bunch of fishermen to sell the fish from the Guardian Farm to a bunch of clerics to sell the rotten flesh from the mob farm that we're going to be making to, and then a bunch of farmers just to sell all of like the farming stuff that we are going to get to. Maybe one day, my thought is that we can dig down and do another level underneath this of everything, or we could do up and make another level if these like 40 slots that we have currently are not going to be enough. I think it's going to be plenty, honestly. Who needs that many villagers? But if we need to expand, we could do up or down. Just kind of depends. But for now, I am sick of working with villagers. It has been a long, long day of dealing with these villagers and their antics and all of their fun little quirks that they have. And none of these chests are open, and I want to just dump all of this stuff in there. So I think my plan for now is to go get some sand. I think it is time to go on a huge sand mining expedition because we need sand. Sand is important. I'm going to take this shopper box and empty it out. Oh, open. But again, we need sand. Sand is important, so I think it's time to go on a nice long trip to go get a few shopper boxes full and get some sand. Awesome. So I think that is it. Honestly, we have so much sand. Took about solid 20 to 30 minutes to mine all of that out. But we never will need a saddle. I want to make sure to bring this with me. Get out of here, saddle, and then turn on my F3 screen and go back. Ooh, we did travel quite a bit. Go back to 0, I can take off. Am I going in the right direction? Yes, I am. Look at me. Look out for a temple. I'm not seeing any though, so let us go. Okay, down the stairs we go to our amazing smelter. My butt hurts. I have been sitting for way too long today, and my butt really hurts. Hello, slime. Anyway, let us start smelting. I have an ender chest somewhere down here. We don't need to place another one. Come on, slimes, come at me. We need to build a slime farm, obviously. And I have the slime chunks marked out that I want to build it in. Sand, 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 sand. And sand. Nope, that's enchanted bugs. Sand, sand, sand. Ooh! Eat some fish. So some of this I'm going to keep as sand because we will need sand still. And then all of that I'm going to turn into glass because we'll need a lot of glass. So I think 2 of these chakra boxes I'm going to keep as sand, and the other 2 I'm going to turn into glass. That makes sense to me. I hope it makes sense to you. fill in some of those. And put the rest in here. And I think if I go to the back hoppers, we have coal. We have more coal. Got quite a bit of coal down here, which is good. If not, I think there's more coal over here. But yes. Look at that. All of the resources that were mined out of this thing are in those few chests. Still doing that one and doing that one. But anywho, I hope you all have enjoyed my grand adventure in this episode so far. We got a lot done with the villager trading hall and getting that all set up, as well as getting all of the sand for our guardian farm. So I hope you've all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye! I'm gonna go kill that slime.